Greetings everybody, Okami Games Online. Welcome back to more Persona 5. Last time, I need to check if I have a match with Persona. I don't, cool. Last time, we hung out with some more of our confidants, essentially turning in a lot of those missions that we had. And in this episode, I'm proving just how unprepared I am.
Hey, inmate!
Because we don't have a match with Persona for who we're going to hang out with today. So what Persona can we afford to get rid of, then? We'll just go ahead and send one to the gallows.
Power requires sacrifice.
Well, we can't sacrifice the Stone of Scone. We're gonna... Okay, we'll strengthen Kaiwan. We don't need Jack-o'-lantern, so we'll sacrifice you.
This is the power. Let these powers unite.
It's not going to give us much experience, but that's fine. We just need to clear up some space, and this is more beneficial than just getting rid of the Persona. And we get a skill. We get Mogaru. Okay. We've got a free slot, so now...
Justine, read here.
We need... Oh yeah, and while I'm thinking about it... So many Personas. We've got new DLC incoming. Messiah and Messiah Picaro. As you can see, resists a lot. Resists a whole lot. They also have the exclusive ability Oratorio, which fully restores everyone's HP and will null any and all stat debuffs. Otherwise, you've got your basic Megadolion and Agniastra, which is also really good. And then we have Insta Heal and Regenerate 3. So, both really good. If you need something with stats and resistances, you can grab it. But back to what we were going to do. Let's grab Mandrake.
If you withdraw this is your power. You lack patience. Are you finished?
Set back to the real world. Now we have a death Persona. Let's head off to the clinic. See the result of our efforts to save Tae. Is there something you want? I have to talk to you. There's nothing to talk about. I'm skeptical about that. Oh, fine. I'll go to you, so wait there. So what did you need to talk about? I thought I asked you not to come back here. Oh, Doctor, and you too. Yes? I wanted to speak with you right away. The hospital that was on the news is the same one you used to work at, right? The hospital on the news? Oh dear. I'm afraid everyone was thinking the same thing. But I knew you weren't capable of doing those terrible things.
What is it?
What's going on? Oh my. You really don't know, do you? Chief of Staff Oyamada turned himself in. He was manipulating things behind the scenes. Turns out he was the one who made that terrible medical error and laid the blame on his subordinate.
Huh?
Is that true? It's been on news channels all over the country. I haven't seen it. I just knew something didn't quite add up about that story. I never believed someone like you could have ever done something like that. Hooray, Doctor! But what's a medical error? What? It's something that shouldn't be allowed to happen, I guess.
What's the meaning of this?
Is this all some elaborate joke? Oyamada surrendered himself at such a convenient time. Why? It doesn't matter. It's too late. It doesn't change the fact that I couldn't save her. Miwa-chan is alive. What? There's No way.
Wait,
Did
what?
the news mention anything about the patient involved in the medical error incident? Oh, it must have been difficult for her too. I heard she's been moved to another hospital. What's the matter, dear? Are you okay, doctor?
I see.
So she's alive. Let's get to work, doctor. Yes, of course.
Do you have time?
You'll help me, right? I take back what I said. We'll resume development right away. I'll compensate you well. Whatever you want. However much, just let me know. Rank 8 of the Death Confidant.
Alright.
A rank that's really close to being maxed.
Sorry.
We're going to move quickly today, so you may experience some pain during the examination. Sorry, just hang in there, okay? It's from Miwa-chan.
Thanks.
Thank you. You're a good guy. Once the medicine is perfected, I'll introduce you to Miwa-chan and tell her how much you helped. Alright, into the examination room you go. Point to our guts and helping correct that medicine. God damn it, why do I always slur my
Take care.
C's? Medicine. Evening time. So today, please say we max out a confidant.
Hey there.
Perfect timing. There's something I wanted to talk to you about. Not as your maid, but as your teacher. Can I visit LeBlanc later today? Of course.
What do you want to do? Okay.
I'll head over right away.
Sorry I'm late. A student asked me for some advice as I was leaving. That's actually been happening a lot lately. I wonder if they see me in a new light now. I need to work hard so I can make up for all the times I let my students down in the past.
Glad to hear that.
Apparently they like that I'm not too serious. I guess my laid-back personality is coming in useful. So, now, this is coming from me as your teacher. An awful thought occurred to me the more I spent time with you. And I can no longer overlook such a grave danger. You are way too lax when it comes to your diet. You need to be more serious about your nutrition. And the state of your room. You need to stop slacking. I mean, look at how dusty this place is. I put up with the mess because you are my client, but you need to thoroughly clean in here.
I will.
That's what I wanted to hear. There are just some things you have to prioritize over your studies, you know? Oh yeah, there's one more thing. You're a member of the Phantom Thieves, right?
What makes you say that?
That whole thing with Takase-kun's guardians worked out way too good for me. And you're the only one who knew about my situation.
You've got me. I'm a fancy thief. Plain and simple.
I haven't lived this long without learning a thing or two, you know. Don't worry, I have no intention of telling anyone. There are a lot of stories about the Phantom Thieves, but in the end, they help people like me, right?
It's our aim.
That's so you. I just thought you were a problem child with a criminal record, but now I know better. I'll support you 100%. You're not just a student to me. You're someone special who helped me realize my path as a teacher. A new path where I'll never abandon any of my students.
I'll make sure of it.
Right? For my students and for you.
But thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of temperance, granting thee infinite power.
We have maxed out the Temperance Confidant with Kawakame. We now have
All right.
special massage. So now, we have the ability to perform actions at night, even after going into the metaverse or Mementos. And now that we are at the maximum rank of the Temperance Confidant, we are now capable of fusing Arda.
Okay, let's get into it. 50 terms, go! I don't want you to flunk your exams. I'm going to go the distance with you.
Bring it. Again, who's calling late? Hey, I've been thinking of going to the electronics store in Akihabara tomorrow. Are you into that stuff, Kurusu? Oh, right. You probably need all sorts of tools like that for your Phantom Thieves work. Well, how about it? It'll be the perfect way to spend the day off. We'll respond to that later. I've got other plans for tomorrow. So how are we going to spend today? Oh, I've got plans. Oh. Don't you want to get better at the game? I'll be at the arcade today, so stop by if you feel like playing. I'll teach you a bunch of tricks.
Hey,
Today's your day off. Are you gonna go somewhere? Oh, and make sure you eat your curry before it gets cold.
Hey!
We got an investigation to go out. Let's reply once we finish eating. Well, you're not who I was gonna hang out with anyway. Who I'm actually gonna hang out with is Makoto once again. So we gotta see where this relationship of Aya is going. Aya? I believe? Am I remembering things correctly? We'll find out if my memory isn't faulty. Do you have some time to talk about Aiko's boyfriend? Okay, so it was Aiko. Good. We've got time.
Thank you.
Let's meet in the student council room. Aiko's boyfriend, Tsukasa, has been sending me a lot of texts recently. His days and nights are reserved due to work, so he often sends me a good morning late at night. Does Aiko know about this? I'm not sure. I'd definitely tell Aiko if he asked me on a date. But for now, things are generally pretty normal. Mostly messages like, how's your BF, and hope you had a great day today. Do you think their relationship could actually be serious? Was I just biased to think that all he wants from Aiko is her money? I definitely have my suspicions about him.
Yes.
I mean, it does sound like a TV show, a lying host that tricks women into debt, then forces them to sell their bodies. But those kinds of things exist in reality as well. Immoral hosts, human trafficking rings. My father even mentioned to me about gangs of men who look specifically for depressed women in Shinjuku.
It seems...
They take advantage of the loneliness those girls feel to force them into horribly abusive situations. Then after ensuring the girls are buried in crippling debt, they make them sell their bodies to pay it off. There are other ways they force girls into it as well. Blackmail, illegal immigration. There are countless victims of schemes like that. Countless gangs as well. My father was going after a particularly notorious one when... In the course of his investigation, he was hit by an errant truck. The impact killed him instantly. At first, it was thought to be an accident, but at the funeral, I overheard my father's supervisor speaking with my sister. He was saying my father had likely been assassinated. They suspected that the gang he was investigating hired the driver. Who's their leader? I don't know. The driver died on impact as well, but apparently they found drugs in his bloodstream. Either way, that gang has been pushed back into the shadows thanks to the Shinjuku cleanup operation. I'm not sure any of that would have happened if not for the incident with my father. He was a noble man. He truly was, wasn't he? I wish I could be a little more like him myself. Instead, I've just been hesitant. It's actually why my sister became a prosecutor to begin with. She couldn't stand by and watch as evil prevailed over justice. That passion undoubtedly came from our father. Our mother passed away many years back, so when father was killed, we had to survive on our own. The responsibility, the pressure of that all fell on my sister. Because of that, she can't help but talk down on our father at times. She says death is no different than surrender.
But
I still look up to him. I was often lonely because of how much time he spent at work. But seeing him tirelessly pursue one case after the next was nothing short of incredible. That was how my father chose to live his life, trying to bring justice and order to the world around him. I'm sure he was happy.
yes,
Yeah. Come to think of it, there was something he used to say to me all the time. The most important part of your life is how you choose to live it. How have I chosen to live? And more importantly, how do I want to live? You can figure that out now.
I see.
Now, you're right. I can still change my path going forward. To be honest, I've been determined to follow the path my sister laid for me. After my father's death, I wanted to lighten the burden on her as much as I possibly could. Oh, we were supposed to be talking about Aiko here. Sorry for going off topic.
Actually,
You know, I've never actually talked to anyone about my father. It's such a painful memory to look back on. But I feel comfortable discussing it with you. And beyond that, I think I understand my life a bit better now.
thank you very much.
So, thank you. We now have the ability Shadow Factorization. You can see null, repel, and drain when highlighting a target in battle.
All right.
Oh, it's Aiko, gloating again. Maybe I'll, skip college and just get married to Tsukasa instead. I guess she's choosing how she wants to live too. As long as she's sure she'll be happy. Oh, another message. Huh? You serious about Karisa-kun? Wanna have a double wedding? Please. Please.
You're right.
Right. We need to make sure she doesn't go and reserve a wedding hall for us. I mean, I can't even begin to think about marriage at this point in my life. By the way, can you keep pretending to be my boyfriend for a bit longer? That's the best method I have of keeping tabs on Aiko and Tsukasa. At any rate, thanks for listening to me today. I'll let you know if anything urgent comes up.
All right then.
I can't say that I'm not worried. I'm definitely worried about this. I guess I'll have to be saved for another day.
Ah, you're back.
Let's go ahead and examine the TV. Which of these is the punishment for forced labor? 10 years in prison, 20 million yen fine. That'd be 10 years in prison. All inhumane executive gets 10 years in jail. Okumura Foods is likely only guilty of long hours and unpaid overtime, not forced labor. May say the punishment for that's too lenient. 6 months in jail or a 300,000 yen fine. Well, punishment's too soft, but we get a knowledge boost, which is what we wanted.
All right.
I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Next time on Persona 5, we're gonna continue living our life. One of these days we'll head to Okumura's dungeon. See you guys then.